recap before we jump into the show tonight. So our party has been traversing the Cinder Wastes, a hellish landscape in the confluence of elemental planes, where the elemental plane of air, earth, and fire converge. And apparently, so does the elemental plane of water, which the party has been systematically releasing the gates that have been holding the elemental plane of water back, apparently put in place by the Sultan, the ruler of the city of Brass, which resides and presides over this confluence of elemental planes. The party made a deal with a bunch of red dragons to release the second of 3 seals, and so they've trekked to Hecate's Fathom, where the seal resides deep below ground in a twisting, cavernous tunnel system, which apparently was covered over and lost to time in some cataclysmic event eons ago. En route, the party was ambushed by an elemental worm made of fire and earthen elements known as a Thaqua, which captured one of their own, the half-elf drow warlock ranger named Hashin, and he was dragged into the tunnels and whisked away as Celine, the Aasimar sorceress, lay dying, and in fact did expire. At the help of several Warforged who rushed to their aid and brought Celine back to life against the wary questioning of Ray, the storm giant barbarian who has some trust issues now after obtaining a bit of a madness.
After Steve.
After Steve.
We all have trust issues after playing with Steve.
It's true.
But nonetheless, the party allowed them to do their wonders, and Celine...
Post-traumatic Steve disorder.
PTSD. That's good.
I like it. That's gone down in history.
That's good. That's good. That's funny. And ultimately, after taking some rest, trekked back down into the depths, into the tunnels, after their friend. The party came across the corpse of the Thaqua, which had been frozen over. And they found that the terrain in the tunnels had an icy, ethereal mist quality that gave evidence of some magical frost which had been present very recently. The party followed through, encountering several elemental foes which they dealt with systematically until they came to a watery portal which seemed to have frozen over. After battling some ice elementals, a hand emerged, beckoning them forth. Not trusting the hand, they explored other parts of the cavern, fighting an earth elemental and finding some very helpful shards embedded within the earth elemental, which healed Ray, and finding no further means of direction and some very clear drag marks which seemed to lead into the portal, the party ventured forth. They came upon a massive and beautiful cavern of crystal shards of all different colors.
So we decided to explode it.
And so they decided to touch as many of them as they could. And they found that each color contained a different essence, a different power within it that corresponded to various elemental or, well, otherwise, various planes in general that were seemingly connected to the material plane of Eberron, which they recognize has been overlapping with various of the planes that they are aware of. And so the plane of Rizia, a plane of ice and cold, seemed to be overlapping with the Frostfell. Plane of Mabar, darkness, seemed to be connecting somehow with the Shadowfell, so on and so forth. Plane of Irian, of light, seemed to be overlapping in some ways with Olympia. These odd intersections caused the party ultimately to explore and set out of balance certain of these shards which emerged. And it was, I believe, Cacophony who touched and shattered one of the greenish, goldish, whitish shards that were seemingly connected to Irian, plane of light, which threw out of balance the massive shard in the center, a grayish shard with a conglomeration of light and shadow swirling, almost like a magma-infused lava lamp. And the black aspects of the interior begin to overwhelm the light. And as Cacophony and Ray rushed through the portal on the other side, as the entire room began to shake as it lost its balance, Antony, one who is deeply equipped, the Wizard of Illumination, with light, sought to harness the remaining power of light from a different shard and infuse it back into this center crystal. And with the help of Selene, the two of them were able to take the light infused in one of the shards of Irian and infuse it into the center shard, which felt a lot like, to Selene, like the plane known as Delure in Eberron, a plane of death. Neither inherently good or evil, just recognizing the natural place of death within the cycle. And as the radiant wings of Selene burst forth and gave their strength to Antony, he was able to channel the illumination power to set things back in equilibrium. Meanwhile, Ray, the storm giant, adolescent, and Cacophony, the Kenku warlock, emerged into what looked to be a massive flash-frozen cavern of ice. Huge shards of ice surrounded them, up to the ceiling, which was about 40 feet above them, in a vaulted, fractal display of all manner of deep blues and ceruleans, turquoise and whites, as the fractal ice went and kind of overwhelmed their view, almost an energy glowing from within. Looking across, they could see an opening to another portal, seemingly glowing on the other side. And in the center, on what looks to be some sort of a frozen oasis or small little pond in the midst of this gorge of ice, a maiden of ice and flurry of frozen, almost amalgamation of fluid. It's like a slushy, a living slushy.
Ooh. Blue raspberry? She
Yes.
sounds hard to hit.
Yes.
Does
with-
she sound wise? Just
I don't know.
charismatic, strong,
I don't know.
dexterous?
I mean, who knows?
Sounds like bludgeoning damage won't do very
With
well.
this flow of ice, almost like a water weird, except ice.
Controller.
That seemed to be flowing around her,
Body with the tear.
Round one, just
submerged
try.
into up to her knees
Yeah.
as she stands in this frozen over solid liquid. A body lay in the frozen surface, as if it had been floating there, its face above and protruding, its lips, its lips blue, the top of its hands, palms uplifted. Hashin, their friend, frozen solid in the surface of the ice.
Han Solo'd.
Totally Han Solo'd. Cacophony and Ray, as you burst through, the figure's head raises to you. And you swear there is a smile that crosses her lips. It is clearly a feminine form. It is shapely, though ice-strewn and covered as she is. And she seems to be doing something to the body that stops as her hands kind of lower to their sides as she looks at you and waits and watches to see what you'll do.
Hey! You leave him alone!
Are you concerned? Her voice reverberates through the ice as if the entire space is speaking to you, this ethereal kind of vibration going through the ice all around you. Her voice is clearly coming from her mouth, but it's almost as if it's being spoken in stereo sound all around.
Well, what are you doing?
I'm enhancing him.
I don't believe you! I bet you're working for those cloud giants! Now, get away from him or I'm gonna stop you!
Oh, child. You really should work on your threats.
You're right, I totally should! Ray's gonna...
I take constructive criticism.
How big is the ice barrier between her platform and the lower one? How far is that drop?
So there are jagged shards of ice directly in front of you here.
Yep.
And then it's about a 15-foot kind of vaulted stairs
Yep.
that go down to the ice itself. What you're on is there's a little bit of a crunch to your feet, like the snow kind of gives a little bit,
Okay.
but then it is sheer ice on the steps
So
and on the
Ray is gonna run, get a head start, and penguin slide down the stairs as far as she can onto the sheer ice towards the lady.
Okay, so you begin.
You're going prone.
You
I'm
begin to
penguin
rush,
sliding.
and you just
Oh yeah.
kind of go.
Oh yeah.
All right, and you.
Nobody
penguin sliding.
expects the
You
Ray
kind of-
Inquisition.
I don't know how far I'll be able to make it, but I have to assume it's faster than walking.
Yeah, you just penguin slide down. Cacophony kind of looks at you,
I'm impressed.
and the figure kind of step backs, and you watch as it steps away from Hashin. It rises to its full height.
I don't get any farther than that.
It is. You kind of you kind of hit, and you're just kind of like slowly face planted, like just slowly moving now, forward.
Perfect.
She just kind of cocks her head and looks at you, and like if there would be a look of judgment.
There are no adults in the room.
Yeah, she just kind of looks at you and like, this is what I am contending against.
Ray will.
Does she get sneak attack now?
She's gonna use some of like this. She's going like
the figure,
super slow.
The figure waves her hand, and there's a sheet of ice that emerges in front of you that you just kind of bump into.
Oh no!
Ray will stand up.
Ray will roll a dexterity
Okay,
save
that's fair. That's fair.
as she tries to stand up.
Ray will roll a dexterity save. She tries to stand up. 23.
And you kind of, your feet kind of slip for a moment. You put your hand out and you catch yourself on the wall. And you're standing as the wall is just there in front of you as she waves a hand again and another one just...
Can Ray melt the wall?
How is Ray attempting to melt the wall?
Using shape water. She's gonna use the power of the tier, not the supercharged power of the tier part. She's just gonna access its regular power.
Okay.
As she kind of uses it to like melt into just a puddle.
Okay, please roll an Arcana check.
19?
19. As Ray, you try to like just melt it gently, and in your exuberance, it just shatters into a million pieces and
Ray's gonna pose really cool.
disappears. And this look of judgment in her face, like, huh? Kind of gives way to,
Now I told you, you step away from him before I have to hurt you.
Why ever do you care about this dark elf?
'Cause he's my friend. And I'll go through any length to protect him against the likes of you.
Oh, so he's deceived you too.
Your words will not be trickery to my brain. Your words will not be trickery. She's 13. She's trying to be cool.
I like it. I like it.
For threats. That's right.
Was that an improvement? Did I do better?
I see he's succeeded in beguiling you.
You stop your lies.
Oh, I speak only truth, dear.
That's not true. I know him. I don't know you. You're probably working for those dirty cloud giants.
Oh, I think you do know me. And her face shimmers, and for a moment it looks like... Roll a perception check.
No way. Wait a minute.
I got 2 good ones in a row.
Wait a minute.
Oh boy. Oh.
Crit fail.
It looks like a storm giant. Although she did it so fast that you couldn't really make out the features.
Yeah, I don't know you.
Oh, yes, you do, dear.
Yeah, what's your name then?
What's your middle name and social security number?
Home address.
Yeah. What's the name of your first pet?
Mother's maiden name.
Make and color of your first car.
That's ridiculous. My name, must I remind you?
Clearly, because I don't know who you are.
Daughter, Phyllis.
Oh, that's my mom?
Uh-huh.
Oh! Hi, Mom! Oh my god! What are you doing down here? Why did you capture a Hashin?
I need to save you from your friend.
But why didn't you ask for help? Why did you capture him?
Because you were defending him, dear.
Do I genuinely believe? Can I roll an insight check of how
Yes,
much I
you
believe?
can.
Yeah, you probably should. Dang it!
Do you want to use a pool?
Yeah, we do have 2 advantages.
4?
Oh boy.
For, I mean, you've never seen her in this icy form, but that was your mom's face.
Okay. Ray will walk up to her then.
Oh my gosh.
Roll a
She's only paranoid against people she doesn't know.
roll a dexterity saving throw.
We found your weakness. All the enemies have to do is cut out and print a picture of a relative, tape it to their forehead, and you're automatically defeated.
12.
12. You walk and you kind of kind of start losing your balance as you get about there, and you can't really move forward as your feet are just slipping, and you do everything you can to just, like, not fall flat on your face. Having
right.
little trouble, dear. Cacophony, what are you doing?
I was gonna. I feel like I need to yell out to Ray and just. Do you know what you're doing?
Yeah, it's my mom! She looks a little weird, though.
Are you sure? That's your mom?
My mom can use magic.
Oh
I've never seen the full potential of her magic. She's also shorter than normal, but that could also be magic. But I
Okay.
thought her magic was future-y magic, not ice magic. This doesn't make a lot of sense, to be honest, but it looks like her.
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense to me either.
Yeah, but she was a follower of Savris.
Yes, Savris, dear. Savris, dear. Savris.
So how do you have ice magic, Ma?
Oh, well, because of the power you have acquired, it helps me to have a measure of control over the water as well.
Wait, but you were in the north. I was told you were helping working against the avalanche and the orcs. How are you down here in the plane of fire?
Oh, you don't even know where you are, dear.
She's not wrong. It's true. I'm in some conduit.
to check out.
That's a great point. I've gone through a few portals at this point.
True.
Did you not see me beckon you forth to assist in the fight against the avalanche?
You want my help?
That's why I've brought you here. And
Really?
Hasheen holds
Can I fight
the
against
key-
you with you and Dad?
Yes.
Wow! That's like my life dream to fight with you guys!
And
Goodness, we're dead.
it has been our dream as well, and now you are ready.
But I'm still not purple skinned.
Oh, that's coming. That's coming, dear, as you mature.
This doesn't make a whole lot of
Grow.
sense.
Ray?
What's wrong with Hasheen? Why did you capture him? What do you need to protect him against? Or protect us for?
Oh, there's a wicked darkness inside of him.
But everyone has darkness, doesn't mean that they succumb to it. Sometimes darkness and just a little spark of light, and the light will overcome the darkness. And I've seen lots of light in him.
Oh, yes, but have you not seen him growing darker of late? Speaking of shadows in his dreams.
No, he just said he had nightmares.
Ah, yes, that's what he called them.
But just because someone has a dream doesn't mean they're acting on the dream. Could just be a really weird dream.
Has the cold around him not begun to manifest further?
Not that I've noticed, but I mean, I can't really.
Not that I've noticed, mother figure.
But-
Dear mom of mine.
We must extract the shadow from his heart.
Well, that sounds like a noble. How do we do that?
Oh, you must use your tear, dear. Your power.
To extract the shadow?
Yes, you must extract all moisture from him.
But that would kill him.
No, I will make sure he survives.
Oh my god. He's about to look like a true
Ray, you should probably ask something that only your real mom would know.
Meanwhile, Celine, Anthony is exhausted in your arms as he's kind of slumped, and you alight back down to the floor.
backstory again. Yeah, she's scrolling.
The shaking in the room has stopped, and the equilibrium has been achieved within the central gray crystal. This lava lamp swirl of light and dark has now resumed, and there is a equilibrium, as I said, that has been achieved, a balance. What do you do?
Well, that was really touch and go there for a second, but good work. How are you feeling?
Oh, hey,
You look a little peaky. Wake up.
I could sure use a little, something to help me perk up, huh? You know what I
Insight?
mean?
Insight. Healing. insert the word before because I can't say it on stream. Crit naturally on that one, which was a waste. But insight what he meant by that.
I mean, it's
Like, is he actually wounded or
No, it's definitely a
joke?
a side-handed like
Critting on a joke.
no, not a joke, more of a typical Anthony kind of pickup line.
I think your pickup lines are somehow getting worse. I'm gonna turn around. Do I see the portal anywhere that
The portal
our
is
children
there.
went through?
Yes, the portal is there.
Okay.
And it is no longer flickering like it was. There is a stability to it. The liquid that is kind of swirling does seem to be freezing again from the outside in towards the center slowly.
Do I still feel that connection to that kind of cold magic ice
You do.
energy?
Yes,
Okay.
you do.
Just wanted to ask. I think we'd better follow them through that before it freezes over again. Can we walk?
Forget about it. They'll be fine.
I'm already dragging them along.
Okay.
You are an
okay.
uncle figure, and
I-
you will be a good uncle figure and role model.
I still need that perkiness from
Okay,
you.
yeah, whatever. Throw him in first, in front of me, and then I'll go in.
Okay, and so you kind of throw them in, and you step through, and when you emerge on the other side, JB,
Raised penguin's
J-
leg.
Oh no! I penguin slide down the stairs. It's a shame.
you look
That'd be
back, and
fun.
JB actually is,
JB or Anthony?
and I
You
always look.
sneaky DM.
Yes.
I can't trust you.
Anthony is seemingly stuck in the icy slush of the portal. His body almost like flickering as if he's caught in between the two planes of existence as this ice has kind of frozen through. And you look back and you look forward and you see Ray talking to this icy figure and Cacophony calling out to her saying, "You really should ask her something only your mom would know," as Anthony is kind of caught behind you and Ray is just like kind of holding the tear of Vivon Rano and kind of like, you know, just calmly standing, though her feet kind of slipping every now and then as she can't really move on this sheet of ice. You see this cavernous, almost vault of ice before you. And you see Hashin's body frozen within the surface of this pool. Ray standing about 10 feet away, and this elemental creature, this maiden of ice, which she seems to be conversing with.
I'm just so slippery. Ray's gonna cast water walking on herself and her teammates that
Okay.
just showed up.
Okay?
Did she stop slipping on the ice finally?
She does not.
I think
What?
Water walking is for
Any service.
it's for liquids.
Ice is a liquid.
Is state.
Ice is not a liquid.
Let me see if it says specifically ice.
It's a solid.
I believe the water walking spell says any liquid because you can use it for magma.
Yeah.
So breathe really hard on it until it starts to melt the tiniest bit, and then
Darn.
cast it. I think you also cast that last stream too.
She
No,
cast
water
water
breathing.
breathing.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
lots of
right.
water, adjectives, and
Yep.
verbs.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And so the water walking spell is cast, and
Water,
the elemental.
acid, mud, snow. Do you consider snow a solid?
Yeah, Mr. Chemist.
Because it does specifically say snow.
It does, but I would say ice is more of a solid than
Ice
snow.
is just a lot of snow.
It's true.
Packed real close.
All
Not
I'll
quite,
tell you what.
but
I will allow it. I will allow it to give advantage on the Dex save to traverse this.
I like that.
Yep.
I'll take that.
Are my wings still up?
They are.
Oh, lordy Lou.
It's still within the minute, though.
10 minutes. Thank you.
Within the 10 minutes, they are still up.
I dropped my
I
dice.
will, because I could do it on 10 people within 30 feet
Okay.
Oh shoot, they're farther than 30 feet, aren't they?
High quality H2O.
Cacophony is just within 30 feet.
I won't do it yet then.
Okay. You're retconning that?
Retconning. Yep.
All right.
Oh, Celine, thank goodness you're here. This is
What's going on? Is that Hasheen?
that's Hasheen,
I'll
and
fly over.
apparently that's Ray's mom, and she's
Ray's
trying
mom.
to
She just looks a little
purge
weird.
the evil out of him, and needs Ray to suck all his water out. And I'm trying to stop her from saying too much.
hello, Ray's friends.
Can I insight this with advantage?
Are you using an advantage? Do you have any?
No, I'm just asking for one.
You do not have advantage. You can
Do
roll
I not?
insight.
Can I
This
Chris
is my
Hansen
mom!
the stranger danger?
Although she looks a little funny, and I thought she was up in the north by the avalanches, but we did walk through a couple portals, so who really knows? But also, I don't know how she got cold, but she says it's because I have cold power. She has cold power now.
Dear, just use your energy to extract the cold.
We're not doing anything to him unless it's reviving. Cacophony, can you cast Detect Good and Evil?
I can.
Just a precaution, I'm sure you'll understand. If you are
It's
Ray's
true.
mom, it's very nice
My
to
mom
meet
is
you.
all things good.
Oh, very good. I have only the best of intentions, dear. Go ahead and hurry up.
Would you mind stepping away from Hasheen while we converse, just until we're sure of your intentions?
Am
she wants
I?
to purge the evil
She
from
steps
him.
closer to Hasheen.
So
The
I have a
other
30
direction,
feet
please.
radius for detect evil and good. I'm
Thir-
not. Am
30
I?
foot? You
yeah,
are not within 30 feet of her.
Yeah. So I will attempt to go down this. Well, actually, hold on. I can change my.
Penguin slide.
Yes! Happy feet! Happy feet the entire stream!
I was gonna do like polar bear feet.
Penguin
but
dancing. You're not even a
right, I'll
you're
do-
part penguin now. You got little slippers.
I'll give myself some webbed feet,
Okay.
which
Ooh.
isn't that much different than my normal bird feet.
That's
but
clever.
I mean, penguins seem alright.
So you are
Yeah.
utilizing your alter self.
yes, which I
Okay.
haven't done in a while.
Why don't you alter yourself to look like Ray's mom? And then we have a battle of moms.
I don't know what
So
Ray's mom
you
looks
you
like.
No, apparently not.
alter going from your kind of your chicken-esque
You also have a
taloned
2 on the
feet.
perception.
You
have
go
to
more
roll with it.
to a
And then a 4 on
penguin.
insight.
I guess the webbed
Yeah,
foot. I don't really know.
I don't
They
really
have
know
webbed
either.
feet, kind of.
They do,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you
They
have
pattern.
much more surface area now on your foot,
Yes.
which allows you to have advantage
Clever.
as you move forward.
Awesome.
And so you take your steps and you reach the steps. Go ahead and roll an advantage dexterity save.
Ooh, nice.
17.
As you make your way down without issue, how close would you like to get?
I guess as close as I can, because it's half.
Okay. As you walk up,
Yeah.
and the figure is now standing directly over Hasheen, kind of looking at you, Cacophony, looking up at you, Celine. Ray, dear, it's time to act.
But you always say you should always think through things before we act. You're always yelling at me. Think before you act.
Yes, and do what I say now!
Why would you yell at your own daughter like
Wait,
that after
my
seeing
mom
her?
never raised her voice at me.
Because my daughter always listened.
That's not true. I'm like the most rebellious one of your daughter. Can Ray roll another insight at this?
Mhm.
Please.
Crit 1. I guess I was a little bad.
I guess I was a really good kid. Dang it!
What'd you roll?
7.
Do you want to use one of the advantages in our pool?
I don't know if it'll help.
I hesitate to say it couldn't get worse.
You feel and hear kind of a slab of ice rise behind you and begin to push you forward towards Hasheen.
boy.
Celine, what are you doing during this?
I will fly closer to in front of Hasheen, keeping an eye on her in case she makes any sudden moves. Like, right in front of him. Like, I would probably land. So that I can
So you
examine
land?
him.
Okay.
Do I feel, by the way, as I'm getting closer, that weird connection I had with that ice energy? You said there was almost like a deeper
Actually,
connection to
a
it?
slab of ice goes up before you can land next to him.
Oh, okay.
Mom, why would you prevent that? And Ray's gonna reach out her hand to melt it.
Okay, roll an Arcana check. She's interfering, dear.
19 again.
19, it shatters. And you are being disobedient!
And you aren't making any sense! You may be my mom, but maybe you got corrupted! Something's not right in your brain!
Cacophony, did you cast that
With
spell
lightning
yet?
speed, she reaches out to
No, but I can now.
try to rip the tear off of your neck.
I guess I don't need to.
Attack. Or, like, try to... I'll block her.
Okay,
but,
I
like,
need-
Carry this!
I'm gonna, like, try to grab her arm and, like, almost, like, swing her.
I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw. And
Is this...
no, this is your sleight of hand against her sleight of hand. It's essentially this is contested.
18.
You win. 14. Trying to find a way where I could get it higher. You catch her hand just as it's about to grasp, and the fingers begin to elongate and grow.
Gross.
As I'm feeling her... Like, is she, like, pure ice? Or is there, like, person under ice shards?
There's like... Yes, there is.
say meat.
There's a
Yeah, like
swirling.
meat under...
There's a swirl around the kind of slushy, swirling ice. There is a firmness beneath.
So Ray is going to try to use the tear, and she's going to try to connect while she's holding on to the hand to, like, connect with the molecules of the ice and almost, like, take them all away, like, kind of cast it away from her.
Okay.
Kind of think like
Ooh,
Katara in
cool.
the rain, where she, like,
Yeah.
stops and all the individual puddles of rain and then turns to ice. So that's, she's trying to, like, take away that shell.
That was an Avatar reference, Jake. Just so you know.
That was that was show 2, right?
I don't
Katara
remember.
was the second show.
No, it was the
Katara
first
was
show. I think it was
season,
the second.
but
Oh,
that
no,
was
who
with
was the-
Zuko, so that was probably
Korra
the
was
first.
the
Korra
second,
is the second
yeah.
one. Yes, got it.
So
She was the waterbender. Got it.
Yes.
Please roll your Arcana check. This
Can I use-
two will be contested.
Can I use a pool advantage for this one?
Go right ahead.
Yes. You can.
Pool advantage. Get the pun. That'll help you.
Haha.
Or
I'm
not.
rolling pretty well on my Arcana, considering I only have a +2.
You're like, I've studied under the likes of
I really need to get higher in Arcana. I don't know how you do it.
JB,
She
give me
rolled a
one
22.
class.
Dang it, 19.
19.
Oh.
She 18 plus 4.
Is there any
down, write
amount
that
that,
down.
like, spreads away from her
Yes.
so I can make another
On her wrist, there is a flow that goes back,
What color's her skin?
and you look and you see the skin is a deep, deep blue. Like,
Can I roll a advantage insight?
yes, you may.
Because she is purple skinned, my mom.
I know colors.
Can I just know? Can I know at this point that's not her?
What's the secret ingredient in
blue
your homemade
skin
chocolate
you
chip
have?
cookies?
Thanks for the follows, Crunch and
16.
Chaotic.
That is
much better.
Sound.
This probably isn't your mom.
Wait a minute! My mom doesn't have blue skin! Is she still holding
As you say that, she rips her hand back and she
She's
says,
gonna try to grapple
She
her.
says, "Foolish girl!" As a flash of energy goes forth. I need everyone to make a
That's fair!
Constitution save. As a snap of cold goes forth, your hair all blows back, your feathers, your hood kind of flies back, and this is to resist this extreme drop in temperature very quickly.
26.
26, that succeeds.
I did not do so good on that. I have a 7.
You take a level of exhaustion
Okay.
as the cold snap just freezes you to the bone. Celine?
20.
20. You also, the radiant power within you warms you enough to overcome the cold snap.
Don't forget you also
And
have
I need
resistance
everyone
to
to
cold.
roll.
Oh.
Everyone to roll initiative as we go into combat.
I found the video that you are, Ray.
13.
13 for Ray.
Same.
13.
And, oh my goodness.
Whoa!
I believe you rolled 13.
That's crazy.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Soul. We go together every week, even initiative.
So Ray, you have the highest dex, I believe, followed by Celine, then Cacophony.
Mine's 17.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah. All right. So as the cold snap goes
I'll have to watch
forth,
this later.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
At least I finally passed. I mean, when you roll a 4 on insight, you just have to go with it.
How did you not get abducted?
there is a she
How have I survived this?
she kind of flows backwards away from you, and you can take an opportunity attack if you wish.
Oh, yeah.
Do I get to take an opportunity attack?
You are not within 10 feet of her. The shard had kind of, though it was broken, had stopped.
One day that feat will come in handy.
15?
15. As you are immediately, as you swing, you miss. And your body is, you feel these shards of ice poke up through the ice sheet below you and almost entrap you. I need you to roll a disadvantaged dexterity saving throw.
Oh, question. I did emboldening bond us right before the crystal madness went down.
Yep.
And then they went through the
And that
portal.
lasts 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
It's still up.
Okay, so you guys have a D4 that you can use this whole time. Sorry about that.
Wait, what do we have?
You have a D4 once
per turn on a saving throw, attack, or skill
skill.
check, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
15.
15. You fail.
Darn it.
And you are restrained as the ice forms in around you.
Oh no.
Cold doesn't bother me anyway.
And at that, she looks at you, Celine,
Oh, great.
and
Baby, I'm not even here. I'm an illusion.
she points at you, and ice spikes shoot out from the walls towards you. First one is a 13.
Miss Sucker!
Second one is a 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And you take 10 points of piercing damage and 10 points of cold damage.
So 15, because I'm having the cold.
Correct.
Does-
15 total as it slices into you and kind of weighs you down. The shards remain in you
Ooh.
as they stick into your leg, the one that hit you. The first, you kind of got your back turned and it kind of crashed into your shoulder plate, your pauldron. And the second, though, kind of just impales your quad, and with a pain as it's weird. It pierces in, it hurts, and then extreme cold just pierces
That doesn't
through
sound like
your
fun.
skin, and the cutting pain gives way to this frigid numbing as you can't feel your leg, like and
Seemed aggressive and personal.
that is her turn.
Did my, when I went to use the tear against her, did that count as an attack against her or no?
No, that was yeah.
Flavor.
Yeah. It is your turn, Ray.
All right.
You are restrained.
Ray's gonna try to break free from the ice.
Okay, this will be your action to do so.
Okay. Do you want me to roll Arcana or Athletics?
So it is, if you're trying to break the ice, it would be athletics. If you're trying to kind of break free of the grasp through more acrobatic, dexterous means, it would be in acrobatics. So you define for me what you're trying to do.
Can she try to smash the ice?
She can?
Athletics?
Sure. It is a higher DC to do this because your arms are restrained in here as well. But you are capable, if you roll high enough strength, you are capable of doing it.
Yeah, let's try it.
Go for it.
All right. I'm gonna get you, fake mom!
Or should I call you Stacy? Since you're clearly not mom?
23.
You angrily grip your hammer, and with all of your might, you kind of force your way through the ice, your biceps bulging as you smash with your right hand through the ice in front of you, down past the shard that kind of keeps your leg in. You smash through that, freeing the front of your body. You kind of whirl around and you smash through.
That is the real power of a storm giant!
You do have your movement and bonus action left.
Ray's gonna rage.
Okay, that's your bonus action.
And then she is going to move closer.
Okay, roll a dexterity save.
Are they all within 30 feet of me now?
They are, though that you've used your action already.
Shoot, yeah. Okay. All right.
I'm sorry, you've used your bonus action already.
Okay. Ray will try to, like, slide.
Go ahead and roll your dex save.
Colors of the wind.
7.
7. You take 2 steps and
Oh, 8, sorry.
fall on your face.
With the D4 from Bullying Bond?
I used it for the,
gotcha.
to try not to get
She
restrained.
just...
It is once per
Child, do
Oh.
you really want to do this? Her voice getting lower as she mocks you.
Ray will lift up her head, her eyes, so she's meeting her. Come at me.
Celine, it is your turn.
Women are just straight up evil, guys. They're always bad. So I have a question first.
Yep.
Can I still see...
Bless me, bless me.
Can I still see Anthony?
Anthony seems to be caught up in the portal, trying to make his way through. Because we need a convenient way
I was about
for...
to say, like, a DM caught up, or, like, something could
yeah,
happen
like,
caught up,
like he is not going to be in this battle. It might take just long enough for you guys to
We
get through this
needed a meat
encounter.
shield!
Yeah.
All right.
I was kind of counting on
I know,
him.
right? Can his face get through just enough that we can redirect
Listen,
it?
now it's just a battle of women. The 3 of us and her.
That's up. That's what it is. Alright, so first turn, I am going to... I'm gonna cast Bless.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. I'm sorry. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna cast Bless first level.
Okay, so you can choose 3 people. I presume you're choosing the 3 ladies.
Yep. Oh, and his shoe.
All right, you 3 are blessed and emboldening bonded. That is
and-
your action.
I'm gonna... Hope this is worth it. I'm gonna quicken Mind Sliver.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
So,
So I need to roll
technically I can
an
quicken
intelligence
the
save. Is that
sliver.
correct?
yes.
All right, I'm using an advantage. Mark one
Okay.
off. That is a 19 on the die.
Minus.
She is a plus.
Anthony does his time rewoundy. No, you pass. Darn it.
All right.
Alright, that's alright.
You tried.
I know. Good.
Are you staying where you are? You are still a light.
I'm gonna
flight.
try and... How tall are the ice walls?
They're about 10 feet, 10 to 15 feet-ish. They vary in size. They're not all like one uniform.
I'm just gonna try and break her line of sight to me. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna back up a little bit
Okay, so you...
and get some more aerial height.
Okay. You... How high off the ground are you? Would you say?
I don't like when you ask that.
Ceiling's about 40 feet at the vaulted point.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Are there any, like, natural
Yip yip.
perches or anything?
Idiot.
Oh.
The penguin side was the clear correct choice.
Yeah.
Silly me.
Actually,
oh
no.
boy, it's mama brain.
Am
that,
I-
that baby's sucking all of
Yeah,
all
let's
of the...
go with that.
Yeah.
I'm actually... Am I within 30 feet of any of the ladies?
No... Oh, you're still within 30 feet of Cacophony.
Okay, well then I'm actually gonna stay there.
And within Ray, technically. You're both in 30 feet with both.
I'll move...
Oh, good.
10 feet closer to her, actually. That's good, right there.
Okay, very good. Cacophony, it is your turn. There are 2 giant slabs of ice in front of you, which had previously restrained Ray. They do block your line of sight to
Okay. Yeah,
the
that's what I was gonna ask.
this figure.
Spikes come out of it.
You do have 1 level of exhaustion, which means you have disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay.
Bunch of D4s, people.
I do want to cast Hex on the water lady. We don't know her name yet, right?
You do not. Do you need to see her to be able to cast that?
Good question. I didn't think so. Yes, I have to see her.
So you would need to move.
Okay.
You just poke your head against the ice wall and squint real hard. You think that blurs you?
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna move.
Okay.
Try to move around. I don't think I have anything to get rid of the ice, and I don't.
Go ahead and roll an advantaged dexterity save because of your penguin feet.
Ooh, yes. 20. Unnatural.
So you move 15 feet and you have a clear line of sight. You also see Ray laying on the ice prone.
Yeah. We'll get up eventually.
Okay, so now I'm going to cast Hex.
Okay?
So my
Hex
bonus
is
action,
cast.
And
And
then,
you all watch as a poof of feathers kind of emerges and fall to the ice and then dissolve in spectral flames as the energy of the Raven Queen is applied in the necrotic sense as you focus your energy on this creature, which will now take an extra d6 of damage every time you hit it.
Yes. And then Eldritch Blast.
Whack her!
Come on, you got any?
Oh.
Be the tank.
14.
14 misses. As
Is
the
that
first,
with your D4s?
Oh, no.
you can do it once per turn.
And blessed.
Alright.
She's also blessed.
Oh, you are blessed. That
So
you
that's
can do
every
every
time.
attack.
Every attack
Oh.
or save.
Can I add them?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So that would be 16, 18.
18 does not hit.
Was that with both of them?
That was both.
Yeah.
2 twos.
Yeah.
Oh.
That sucks.
So the first blast
Rip.
goes wide and explodes
Means I
one
can't
of
Great
the
weapons master her at all.
icicles behind.
Minus
Your
The
five.
second one was a 12, so that doesn't
Yeah,
hit.
but
Okay,
D4s
so
though.
they both go
Yeah.
forth and they
Cunning
blow
boy.
2 holes in the ice wall behind.
19,
She just kind of
18 doesn't-
looks over at you and smiles, seeing the threat that has emerged. Are you staying there?
Yes.
Okay. She disappears
Oh, of course she can disappear.
as she goes into the ice and reemerges behind
Oh,
you, Cacophony. And
It's
she
like a Scooby-Doo scene.
So it wouldn't have mattered if I moved anyway.
she kind of takes 2 knives of ice and just goes and attacks you. I'm using 2 advantages.
Okay.
And
First is a not good. 16.
That hits.
16 hits.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's 10 points of 10 points of piercing and 10 points of cold, so 20 total. And that is 23 to hit. So that's 20 more points.
can I use my reaction to do minus 3d6?
Okay, go ahead.
12 points back.
All right, so that means you take
Oh, thank you.
28 points of damage total between the 2 hits. And let's see if she gets that back. She does not. She then moves back. You can take an opportunity attack against her if you wish.
Yes.
Okay. It has to be a melee attack unless you are a battle war master, war
No.
mage.
Dude, scratch her with your penguin claws. Yay! I hope her gets
beak.
infected.
It's like an ice chip with her beak.
But she's farther away from me now, right? Like
Well,
it
she
had to
moved
be-
away from you, and so essentially in the
okay.
act of moving away, you get a
Beat her with a
reactive.
snowball.
I have a
Ice balls do
dagger.
hurt.
You can
I-
make a
It's
dagger
clearly a
attack.
solid.
I'm going to make a dagger attack.
Go for it.
It's like that scene in Elf where he has all the snowballs.
Yeah.
Just beat up the kid.
18. Oh wait, no, I can't use the D4 again, right? Because it's
You
You
can
can
bless.
every
Yeah, bless
every
every
attack
Oh, every attack. Oh. Ooh.
Emboldening is once per turn.
22.
that hits.
Ooh.
Go ahead and roll your.
Using my dagger.
As you slash back at her with your own dagger, you catch her in the kind of the upper thigh, and you do.
So 3, and then hex still counts, right?
It
So
does.
the D6.
Oh,
okay.
nice.
So 8.
8 points of damage.
Solid.
as she...
Not liquid.
We've established ice is solid.
We're smart.
Well, she was slushy.
Yes.
So
She reacts in pain as she retreats, keeping her distance from, well, it seems like Ray most of all, and hitting you pretty hard. Ray, it's now your turn.
I'm such an idiot! Yip yip!
As you activate your flight, please roll your d20.
Yeah, there's... Ooh, fail. 4.
Okay.
Fireball!
As the wild magic surge
Yeah,
goes
I wasn't
off,
expecting that.
please roll a d20 once more.
15.
15. I need you now to roll a d100.
That was in the moderately strong, right?
87. No, I think it's a mild.
Hmm?
Mild to medium.
Wow.
Lower you roll is strong.
I thought that
Higher
higher roll was
87.
I
87.
have no idea. I don't know how
So
this
I think
works.
this is mild annoying.
This
to
is
medium.
the nuisance.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All solids within 30 feet of you turn to liquid.
I don't
Right.
get it.
As you
grab machine and run.
as you stand, there's a surge of energy that goes through you, and one creature that you can see gains a +1 bonus to attack rolls, damage rolls, and AC for 1 minute.
Whoa!
Can I see myself?
You also turn invisible.
Really?
No. You can see yourself.
No, he said it! Take the buff!
Yeah, I'll do that on myself.
All right.
Okay, AC.
So your AC is now +1.
Okay.
Your attack rolls, and when you calculate your damage, they all get +1.
I like it. All right, and so now Ray is flying.
You are now flying,
Okay.
although it still takes half your speed to right yourself from being prone.
All right, and then she'll fly towards the lady.
Okay?
She's not gonna go up that high.
I'm
She's
just-
more like hovering.
Just
above
for the sake of
Okay.
knowing that you're flying, that's why I'm going to do
Sounds
that.
good.
Yep.
She'll kind of like
So you turn, and basically you would run back into the ice
she'll fly
walls.
over the ice.
Okay, so you have what, 20 feet of movement?
I have 30 feet of movement. Half would be 10, so I have 10 left.
And how
Okay.
tall are you?
No, 30 feet. Half is 15.
15, yeah.
So I have 15 left.
So basically, okay, you fly essentially about to the top of the...
All right,
ice wall.
She's gonna do a long range
Yeah.
at her.
Go ahead, make your attack,
Recklessly.
naturally.
Crit, crit,
Right.
crit, crit, crit.
Not quite. But that is a 18. Oh, plus. 21.
21 hits.
Cleric!
Cleric for the win.
That's all I do.
As you swing forth your hammer, the spectral image of which ancestor appears?
17 damage from Deborah. She's going in with like an ice spear.
Yes,
Straight to the heart.
as
Cool.
Nice.
Deborah appears, shield in hand,
Wait.
and
Hold on, sorry, that's... What's it? 17 damage?
17.
18 damage.
18
'cause of
damage.
plus
Yep,
one.
you got the extra one. Deborah appears kind of like in the, pick your ancient battle movie, Gladiator, Troy, whatever, with the spear in the spear kind of over the shield. Deborah appears and just plunges it forth into the icy form of this maiden of ice.
I told you to come at me! Start picking on someone your own size! Mostly because you're really small. Not powerful.
She looks at you. Fine. And you make your second attack.
Crit!
There we go!
Nice.
I didn't say it! I didn't great weapons master it, though. But, alright. So,
You've got a 2d4 and a +1! Great weapons, that crap! Your face!
no. Too much of a risk. I like to do damage. I don't like being useless. Alright, so I think I get 3 damage dice plus 2d6 or 3d6. Hold on, sorry.
Reminds me of last week when you were like, 7, 9, 13, 74.
Yeah.
I'm checked out. I'm checked in with you guys.
That was the funniest
Okay.
part.
We need math music.
Right?
I need to go back on
Alright.
like math 24.
15.
What?
20. 24.
When she crits, she gets lots of extra dice. That's the problem.
27. 28.
28. Whoo! Very good.
And then I get a third attack because I critted.
You do. With the crit,
Yes,
you get that
girl.
third
Woo!
attack.
Nice.
Alright, third attack.
As Sammy appears and just smacks her across the head with the dragon jaw, and the ice particles just kind of fly forth, and you see this, for a moment, this icy, bony form of what looks to be some sort of almost like an ice hag, as
I like it.
the slushy quickly reverts back to take shape.
23 for my third hit.
23 hits.
Your 2d4 turned a
Guitar
15.
solo!
I rolled a 4 on the dice plus 10, so you turned a 15 because then I got 2 4s. So
Well,
that was
What's
so
that?
Actually, so technically, you can only do the 2d4 once. It's 1d4 each time, because
I didn't use emboldening bond at all this turn.
Okay, so if that was your first time you
Yeah.
used, then you're good.
Okay, yeah. That
you
was
can
the
use
only
bless
time.
every roll.
Yeah, that was the first
Emboldening
time.
bond just once.
Yes.
Perfect.
I didn't roll. The crit was without it, and the first attack was without it.
Very
First
good.
one I
So
used
then,
was-
so then you saved it.
What's that Red Hood, not Red Hood, the quote from Marvel where he's like, I guide others to a treasure I cannot possess.
Yes.
That's me. I don't do damage, I just help you do it.
Yes. The
14 damage
yeah.
for my third attack.
14.
Skull.
Yep.
Red Skull.
You see, who else? Moshi come out with his staff, and he looks like he's gonna bash the head, and then you see Sammy look at him and just take a quick swing again.
Okay.
For a double whammy. I did
And-
the one reroll. So.
That's fine. And so you've used up 3 of your
Yes.
5
Yes.
range attacks. Very good. It is now Celine's turn, as this figure has been walloped by Ray from a distance.
That's what you get for pretending to be someone I love.
So I was looking at, obviously, Hashim first when I came in.
Yep.
But now with my aerial height, does anything stick out to me about the room that we are in? Like a well or a giant hand or both?
There does seem to be a massive giant hand that is frozen in the ice that you see. You can't really tell what it's connected to or where it comes from. You do see a well which looks like a portal, except rather than being upright and vertical as the previous ones have been, this one seems to be more well-like, as you noted.
So with that connection I have to that kind
Glowing
of,
green.
yeah, whoa, full map effects to the
I'm just
ice.
waiting for the fish to come.
Oh,
That's
stop,
what I'm waiting
stop.
for.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking.
So with the connection I have to that ice magic, would I be able to try to do like a roll of some kind to see if her ability to manifest in this plane is connected to that well or that portal?
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check. This is a free action for you, by the way. I'm not making you use anything
No.
for your resources,
Arcana
your move economy.
is 15.
15. You don't sense the connection to Irian through that. You do sense it strongly in the ice generally around you,
Mhm.
but that portal seems to be a portal, like you've already passed through, and her power and presence doesn't necessarily feel connected to the portal.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Well, in that case, I would like to. I would like to bean her in the head with a guiding bolt,
Okay?
and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that at the 4th level.
Ooh. A 4th level. Go ahead and make your attack.
Can I use an advantage? I don't know if we have any left.
We have
We
one more
have-
in the pool.
Yes.
Would you mind if I did that on
Go for it.
on a 4th level? Okay.
Only as long as we don't clash.
Yeah.
He wouldn't make us do that.
No, of course not.
All right. So that is a 16, 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Okay. And that is going to be...
As you reach out into the air, as you're flying up forth, your wings flash with the brilliance of lightning.
Oh, that's right.
And as they flash, your hand begins to grow in its brightness as you make a fist and kind of collapse the light, which begins to emerge around this creature, and then it just flashes and it irradiates her as it flashes away the ice, and you see this pain cross this hag-like face as there is a yell of pain as the swirling ice quickly recovers. What's your
So
damage?
since I have my wings manifested, for the first time ever, I get to add a bonus of damage.
Ooh!
So instead of 24 points, I did 34 points of damage.
Nice.
Wow.
Of radiant damage.
That's awesome.
And now she's glowing.
She
like
is
an
glowing.
idiot.
Ooh.
So
And the next attack roll against her has advantage.
Love it. Love it. So
That's
that's your action. Do you care to do any do anything else?
Yes, I'll take a look at Sheen now and descend. I don't know if you're gonna let me do a check on him to see, like,
Yep. You can
how
you
dead
can
as a doorknob is he?
descend. And are you landing on the ice?
I'm hovering right over it. If I can do that.
You are hovering. He is frozen in the ice. So he is like his face is just above the ice. His chest is below the ice, and his hands are above the ice. His feet, like the tips of his feet, are sticking out, but the rest of his body is just below the surface of the ice. So you can't really check for a pulse. You can't really. His face is blue. His lips are blue. His eyes are closed.
Do I feel any breath if I put my hand in front of his mouth?
A dagger under his nose.
Roll a medicine check.
Nice. 23. I'm a doctor and I can confidently say that man is cold.
She thinks.
In
We didn't know that.
the 6 seconds or so that you have to evaluate him, there is no breath.
Slows down when you're cold, though.
Okay.
All right, Celine, that's your turn. Cacophony, you're up.
All right. So she's still like right next to me,
Mhm.
right? Okay. I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast again.
You get advantage on the roll.
Oh, that's right.
First one, yep. You
11
also
plus
can
9.
You can also I'm sorry.
11 plus 9.
It's
Is that
20.
20? Okay.
That hits.
Ooh,
I-
good to know.
With your D4, which you didn't roll, that
Yes.
that hits.
Okay. And then the second one, that's a 20.
Crit?
Yes, crit on the dice. Plus 9.
Dang. All right, so you get to roll 3d10
Nice.
plus 10.
Dang!
For both attacks.
Yep, I
Right,
just added
yeah.
everything all together. So
Okay. Now I'm
Plus-
confused.
plus 3d6. So 3d10 plus 3d6 plus 10.
Nice.
Whoa!
Okay, 6, 8, 7.
Nice
So that's
rolls.
6, 8, and a 7.
Yes.
Okay, so for 21,
And then
3d6.
3d6.
Yep.
All right, that was a 6,
27.
5,
31,
4.
Nice.
35 plus 10.
I'm all in order.
45 points of damage.
Plus.
Wow.
Wow! Sisterhood!
Dang!
We're getting tattoos after this.
Number 13.
This time, you have her in your sights,
Yes.
and you double barrel as the Eldritch Blast hits her in the stomach and just blows out the ice as she lets out a scream, which is almost like as if the wind had been knocked out of her. She clearly is exclaiming in pain, but there's almost nothing there. As she can't even exhale because of the force of air that's been purged from her. And she looks at you angrily, and she looks at the rest of you. Are you staying there?
I'm going to scoot towards Ray, so to go on the other side of the ice wall, just to...
Okay, go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw.
And can I use a D4
You
for
can
this
use...
if it's
So this is
one?
a...
I haven't used
this
it
is
yet
a save,
this
so you can use your D4. And if you haven't used your second one, you can use the second one as well.
Okay. So that's 21 plus 3.
You're good, you're good.
Okay.
So where are you going?
Yeah, like right there. So just on the other side of the ice.
Okay, very good. At that, she takes her hands and she makes a downward motion. The ice disappears.
And that's her action.
And as she brings it down, she then pulls it in, and you watch as, almost like a Dragon Ball Z Kamehameha, there is energy that begins building and building and building, and she shoots forth a spell. Are you using counterspell?
I will counterspell.
This is counterspellable. At
Yeah.
what level are you doing it?
I am gonna do it at the 4th level.
4th level. Mark off a 4th level spell. That is not high enough to automatically counterspell.
Oh!
You need to roll, and I'm making
Alright.
you roll at disadvantage. Please mark off a disadvantage.
Oh, you suck!
Come on, Carissa.
I don't do this so often. It's just,
Right.
is it D20 plus your spell modifier?
Yes.
Is this a save technically? Like, do I
No,
get to add
it's just your spell modifier.
Okay,
Yep.
alright.
So
I
I
wasn't
think
sure if I
for
could
you
use
it's
my D4s on this.
plus 6, or you plus 6?
Come on! All right. I rolled a 15 on the die and a 10 on the die, so
Okay,
15 is
10.
my lowest.
Okay.
10 is your lowest?
10 plus 5.
Yeah, so 15
Okay.
is my lowest.
So that is not high enough.
I don't get to add a D4 or anything?
No, this is
Rats.
It's
Do you get your sorcerer point to reroll?
I don't know.
what would you This isn't is this a skill check? I don't know if this is a skill. It's an ability. It's your spell ability modifier.
I'll look it up. I've always been confused on this point too.
No, I think I don't think it's
Counterspell
it's not
uses
a
an ability check.
yeah. It's not a skill.
Well, it says the spell says to make an ability check,
Ability check.
which would then
Yeah, which is your
Technically work.
spell ability, which bless gives you a D4 on.
Oh, I'm referring to the magical guidance that lets me reroll a failed ability check for 1 sorcery point.
Oh, well, you can do that for this.
But can you do blessed?
What do you mean?
Can you use blessed or emboldening bond on ability checks?
I can use emboldening bond on ability checks technically, so I should be able to add a D4 technically.
Okay, that would be for your turn. This would be
Right.
this turn.
So
Right.
would you re-roll, or do you want to roll emboldening bond?
What is that? How does the counter spell work? What do I have to beat for that? How is that determined?
You don't know. It's based off of
Oh, you
the
don't know?
spell level that she used. It's 10 plus whatever that level is. You have to roll higher than that.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna risk
15
it.
did not succeed, which tells you
So that
this
means
is,
this thing was like a 6th or
this
7th
tells you it's
level.
at least a 6th level spell.
All right, I'm gonna. And if you meet it, does it succeed?
Meet it succeeds.
I'm
Yep.
gonna roll a D4.
Okay.
I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. 2.
2. That succeeds.
Okay.
Nice!
There's a 6th level cone of cold.
Ooh, nice!
As the
Okay.
cone of cold shoots forth from her hand,
Good gracious.
it turns into glitter. As the radiant energy from
Pretty.
Yeah.
Celine overwhelms it, and remember when
I'm sweating. My
Dumbledore
armpits are
fights
sweating.
Voldemort,
Yes,
and
exactly.
like when all of the the blades or something like turn into butterflies. I can't remember. It's like that, where they're just kind of this icy cold goes forth and it just
Thank you.
explodes.
We almost got smacked with a 6th level.
I know. Thank you.
Angrily, that would have been 40 points of damage to anyone who failed the save. And I would have made everyone roll with disadvantage, which I can't now. But I'm going to roll to see if I get that back. I don't get it back. Crap. And
I'm so used to them being innate features. I forgot.
I
about
know,
that.
right?
and she She reaches up and she pulls down 2 ice shards again towards Cacophony.
Does this count as an attack?
It is. She is making an attack roll.
So it's a disadvantage against Cacophony.
Okay.
And then you get resistance to the damage as well.
Okay,
Oh,
perfect.
Thank you.
I'm going to roll 2 advantages to make them even. That is a 15 on the die, so it's 24 to hit,
That hits.
and a 15 to hit.
That also hits.
All right, so you take 40 points of damage, halved down to 20.
I'm going to use
Okay.
my reaction to lessen it too.
Okay?
Do you know shield? Just curious. I'm
13
very
points
weak.
back to you.
So 7 points of damage total. Wow.
I nerfed that!
You
Just
jerk.
really turn that
You
turn.
jerk.
We're about to get
Um,
smacked so hard.
Angrily,
We have to try to keep her alive.
she looks at you angrily. As she kind of puts
poo-poo.
her arms out and she swirls, and you watch as she swirls into this whirling dervish of
Ew.
ice and snow.
Gross.
Gross.
That is
Is she a tornado?
It's essentially, like an ice storm. She's turned into an ice storm.
Wow.
Whoa, weird.
That's kind of cool.
Okay?
See, from
I'm a
this
little
view,
jelly.
it looks like tentacles. Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta turn
So
it. Yeah.
if you see it, it's kind of like it's
I'm a
basically
little jelly.
an icy tornado.
Well, that's cool.
Yep,
What category?
definitely 4.
5 is the worst one. You're like, I mean, she's bad.
She's not that bad.
Like,
only-
bring an umbrella, I
There's only 3
guess.
of you.
Maybe defrost your car.
Yeah. All right, that is her turn. It is now Ray's turn.
So Ray is gonna.
Can't believe you nerfed my cone of cold.
You thought I would have just assumed it was an 8.
Ray is gonna fly down and hover towards the ground, towards her.
Yep.
So she's just hovering directly like above.
Yep.
And then she's gonna thump the ground right next to the ice storm and release her thunder wave.
Okay.
Oh, that's called a pressure differential. Come on, meteorologists. In the chat, we see you.
Go
So
ahead. How
you-
many of your charges are you using?
I'm gonna use all of them.
Do we
All
have
right.
any meteorologists?
You have to make
No.
a Constitution saving
Constipation
I did
save?
take a
Yes.
meteorology class. in
Constipation
college.
save. Got it.
Yeah.
That too. That's just that's an 8.
I'm gonna use an advantage.
Throw. Okay.
Dang, 2 8s. So 8 plus 2, 10.
Fail! Nice! Okay, now it's a lot of math.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Are you thunderfisted?
I'm
Math
just
music.
thunder waving it. Because I don't want to touch it. Because I feel like if I touch the storm, I was going to
fair
get a
enough.
lot of damage.
Fair enough.
So I'm just
You're about to
kinda-
make a new eye in the storm.
I'm using the 5-foot radius that I get with this one.
Right in the eye! The black eye!
Right in the 20th hole.
Okay. So
Oh,
I
that's
have
terrible.
3 charges.
I never thought Steve was my restraining factor.
What would be a D8 doubled? Is that a D10 or is that a D12? Or is that...
No, you just roll 2d8.
No, because everything's doubled with my thunder wave spell. So everything is doubled.
You mean the next die up?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what you told
so
me.
from a d8 goes to a d10.
D10.
Yep.
Okay, so it's 2d8 for the first charge. So then for 3 charges, it is... I don't like magic!
I think the math says you just
1d8.
die.
So it's 2, 3, 4, 5d. 5d10.
Yep.
5d10?
5d10.
Wow. Okay. Alright.
It says here that you just die.
I think that's a thing, right?
There's an infinity symbol next to the dice. I don't know what that means. Come on, Molly!
Alright, yep.
You got
I
it!
just
ahead.
wanted to make sure nothing else happened.
No, I'm cheering you on.
13.
Roll 10.
17. 19. Dang, that was low. 22.
22. Below average, but still good. 22 points of damage. That is your action to have done that.
Yep.
So,
But I'm gonna then action surge,
which you can do.
and I'm gonna hit it normally.
Go ahead and make your attack.
I love this child.
Well, let's see if I crit. Oh, it's gone. 19 on the die. So
19
that's a hit.
hits. I need you to make a disadvantaged dex save. As you hit her, a shard of ice shoots back out towards you.
17.
17. You take 20 points of damage, halved to 10 because you're resistant to both types. So you take 10 points of damage, and you do your damage as well.
Ooh. 18.
18, very good. And your second attack?
Crit! No. That's 10. So that would be 19 plus bless. 22.
22. All right, very good. And I need you to make another dex save
Yay.
with disadvantage. At disadvantage.
Sure. 7.
Take 10 more points of the spike as it impales you in the side, but kind of glances off in your rage. You just break through it as you continue to wail upon her.
18 points of damage again.
All right,
Two
very
dice.
good.
Right, that's
Are you staying there, Ray?
Ray is gonna actually move more towards the. She'll stay like lower to the ground, but more in between Cacophony and Celine. So when she does the tornado pull wave, I'm sure she's gonna move. She wants to try to position her so when she does move to, if she attacks Ray, not to hit Cacophony or Celine. So she's gonna kind of go more in the middle of them, try to get like that angle.
Like here?
Oh no, shoot, that's Hashin then. Ray will go in front of the ice block.
I was
Go
gonna
that way.
say, watch
I was gonna say
Hashin's
that-
head.
That looks a
Yeah.
little cone shaped.
There's a there's a camera right in my way, so it's hard to see. So she'll go she'll go all the way to the ice block,
Okay,
Yeah.
so you are
and she's hovering like right below the ground, kind of like trying to bait her.
very good. Celine, you are up.
Celine is staring at Hashin's frozen face and almost unaware of the combat that's going on around her. And then hearing all the crashing and Ray's yelling, she's gonna raise her eyes and look at her and hit her with the second level guiding bolt.
All right, go ahead and make your attack.
$20.
20 hits, just hits, it meets.
I had to use both my 2d4s for that.
Very good.
So that's gonna be 5d6. I'm gonna roll them physically because why not? This one,
Again, you
this
bring the
one.
radiant energy to bear now on the swirling storm form before you as the ice sickles and the freezing cold swirl around Ray.
20 points plus 10 because I'm still radiant, so 30.
Nice.
Man,
And another advantage on her, and she's glowing.
she is glowing. Next attack has advantage. Are you staying still?
I would like to get some distance.
Where would you like to go? You are still flying, so
Right. Can I pivot further to the corner, almost under like the shadow of the hand that's phased through the
like
ice?
here.
Oh, I moved so you wouldn't get hit by the tornado of a storm.
Well, how am I gonna be in more
You're
danger
fine.
of getting hit by it?
You're fine.
Did I miss something?
No, you're good.
No.
You
Oh,
there?
okay. Yeah.
All right. And
Just think of
Cacophony,
the
it's your
whole
turn.
world.
As long as I'm within 30,
All right.
30 feet of who?
either of them, of Ray or Cacophony. You can move me 10 feet closer if I'm
You
not.
are 30 feet of both there.
There you go. Thank you.
All right. I guess I will do Eldritch Blast again because
Eldritch Blast, make your 2 attacks.
I'm not getting any
One with
closer.
advantage. First with advantage.
Oh yes. Okay. 11.
11.
The first one with advantage.
The first one goes
Really? What'd you
wide
roll?
as
2 and a
it
5.
Ooh.
it
That's rough.
blasts into the side of the wall, missing wide. Second attack
15 plus 9.
hits. As the second hits the swirling mass of frozen air, doing how much damage? Make sure you add your d6 as well.
I'm just gonna do that.
16.
16 damage. Very good. All right. Are you staying there?
Yes.
Okay. The swirling mass goes to the center and a frigid whirlwind goes forth. I need Ray and Cacophony. Selena's out of the radius.
Nice.
It's only, well, actually,
Oh, come on.
she can go here.
No.
Since you moved up 5 feet. Yep, she's within 15 feet of you now. And I need all three.
Tell me if this is a solid or a liquid, okay?
All right. All three of you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, come on.
Seriously.
At disadvantage.
Oh, okay. So that's 3
3
disadvantages.
disadvantages, yes.
Fine. Note it down, Cacophony. Aggressive dice rolling. Not bad, actually. Oh, for me, anyway. Strength save.
Yep.
Don't forget your D4s, guys.
Is it emboldening bond or blast for the D4?
It's if you haven't used emboldening
Bless.
bond, you can use both.
You can. This will
I can
count.
use blast,
This will count for your turn if you use it.
but you can use blast for this one.
You can use bless automatically. Yep.
24.
Okay, that succeeds.
13.
13 fails.
19.
19 succeeds.
Okay.
All right.
Did not use my second D4.
So Cacophony, you are thrown. Which way are you thrown?
I don't know.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7. You are flung 20 feet this way. And you smash into the base of the stairs. You are knocked prone.
Ouchie.
And you take
Oh, you're too far away from me now, too.
25 points of bludgeoning damage as the cold ice lifts you off your feet and then smashes you into the ground. The two of you who resisted take 15 points of bludgeoning damage, halved to 7 for you, Ray.
Is it cold? Or is it just-
It's bludgeoning.
So 7. So I take the full 15.
You take the full 15 for the
Are you
bludgeoning.
within 30 feet of me?
Celine is within 30 feet of you.
How much? 15 damage?
Mhm.
This is your first hit. Did I use my
I've been hit
reaction yet?
before, technically.
You used your reaction on...
I did?
no, that was last turn.
That was last turn? Okay.
Yep, so
I'll
you
use
still
it
have
on Celine. My
Alright.
3d6.
Okay,
Ooh, nice. 16.
so you take no damage.
I heal one.
Yeah. She moves past you,
That felt
Ray,
refreshing.
up to Celine,
Uh-oh.
and makes 2
Uh-oh.
Can't
ice,
do anything else on you.
ice shard
At
attacks.
disadvantage because it's not against me. I hit her.
Yes, that's correct.
Nice job.
And then you get resistance to the
dang.
damage.
That is would have it
Wonderful.
hit. That 15.
Misses.
This is second. Is 17.
I'm gonna shield.
Okay. As the first comes down, you kind of dodge to the side. The second ice shard comes up like a nice uppercut. This one, an ice uppercut. You can't dodge it. Instead, you shield and it glances off into the air as the storm swirls around you. Let me see if it gets back. It does. Okay. Gets back its whirlwind ability. And that is its turn. It is Ray's turn.
Alright. Ray will head up to it, fly up to her.
Okay.
What? Are you scared of me or something?
There's no response from the
Yeah.
swirling storm.
I kind of want to Hercules this, where she grabs the tornado and then swings it around like in the Hercules movie. I don't know how effective that would be, though.
Wait, what?
Try it.
What?
In Hercules, how he fights the tornado titan?
I think I watched
He
Hercules
grabs,
once
like-
as a child.
Goodness, you're missing
Wow.
out, girl. All right.
Apparently.
All right,
That's where my
she's just
strategy
gonna-
comes from.
She's just
Ray
gonna
can
attack
go the
it.
distance.
I can go the distance.
All right, Ray's gonna attack it.
Come on, Ray.
Crit!
You do grab the tornado.
You grab the tornado. You totally grab the tornado. Go ahead and describe
Tara's like, wait, what?
what you do with the tornado in your grasp. As you channel the power of the tear through your hands, you feel like you can grab the ice resident within this storm and just whip it around like Bam Bam in the Flintstones.
She's gonna have it in one hand and then her hammer in the other hand and almost do like, it's gonna look kind of corny, but like that overhead clap above her head as hard as she can using her hammer.
Bringing the hammer to her, her to the hammer. That's incredible.
Why
That's
not?
amazing.
Switch it up versus just banging it on the ground.
Yep. Zentilius totally called it.
That's incredible. What a patron.
No.
That one.
Nice! I rolled a 1 to a 10.
Ah.
So that's 30.
Mm-hmm.
Plus
Nice.
8, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47 points of damage.
Wonderful.
Dang.
And that's without great weapons.
As you grab her and you slam her form together, as you take it back to go for a second time, you feel the storm give way,
Ooh.
and you now have her ankle in your hand as she is kind of held upside down as you go for your second slam attack.
Does her dress fall? Do we see granny pants?
You do not.
I was close to a crit. It was 19 on the die.
Okay, that also hits.
Yeah. Nice. 17 points of damage.
Okay.
And then my third attack, because I critted.
Yep. Ray's broken.
Yep.
17.
The funniest part is if Ray wasn't on our team, we would have died on episode 3.
That's what having a storm giant ally does for you. 20. Okay.
Does that hit?
20 hits.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Okay.
That was with both of your
That was with both of the D4.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cleric!
20
Seriously.
hits. Yeah,
Yep.
You have turned
you've
so many of
turned
my
about
misses into
5
hits.
misses into hits in this combat.
I
Yeah.
should be counting all this damage as me.
That's right.
I'm like strapped to
19
your
damage.
19?
Yeah, I rolled a 10 on the die.
All right. Ooh. All right. She is hurting.
back. How bad?
Finally, how much damage have we
Like
done?
on a ratio
lot.
of like.
Am I
hit
just
points.
holding her upside down?
Yes, you have her ankle
Grappled?
in your hand.
Yes!
I like it.
Yep. It is Celine's turn.
Do I have to move?
You're flanking me though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but flanking only helps in melee, right?
Oh,
Like I
yeah.
can't.
No, not ranged.
Unless
You're
I
right.
jab her with my nails. I'm gonna make an assumption that because she's held, she can't swipe at me. And I'm gonna move out of her range.
All right. Where do you fly to?
Towards. More towards the right and higher up the ice wall.
Up here?
Yeah.
All right. Ray, I need you to make 3 dex saves, by the way.
3 decks.
Yep.
Advantage, disadvantage,
Death
normal.
saves.
Deck. They're all disadvantaged. Yep. And that's not, I'm not you, that's just part of the ability.
Ooh, first one is a crit fail, so 5.
Okay. That fails. That's.
Is it bless for?
You can use bless.
save?
Yep.
Okay. Second one's an 18.
Okay, that succeeds.
You can roll one of the d4s every single time, no matter what.
Second one's a 15.
15, that fails. All right, so you take 25 points of damage. I've already halved that.
Do I know what kind of damage?
It's piercing and cold as it.
You have both.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
As the icicles pierce into your body in response to your melee attacks. She does lash out at you, Celine, with an attack of her.
Oh, you misled me with the
Ice-
DM nod.
At disadvantage
Okay, that
because I hit it.
makes a difference.
Double disadvantage.
That is 19.
I technically have my shield up still, right? Because it's not the end of my turn.
Yes, you do.
So no.
That
Miss.
doesn't hit. Again, it glances off of your shield as
Nice.
you are able to evade her attack, and you have used your movement. You can now make your own attack.
I'm gonna hit her with a guiding bolt again.
Go for it.
First level.
Okay.
I don't know. Spell slots here.
Yep.
We started off strong. Now we're petering.
The things you used it on were worth it, though.
Yeah, fair enough. Come on, crit for Hashin. That's not what I wanted.
Run crit?
No. There's no way. I don't think I can save that. Darn it. That's a mess.
Okay. This time the radiant energy misses as she is kind of wriggling in Ray's grasp.
Like a worm.
And
I don't get advantage on attacks against her, right? If she's restrained?
correct.
Okay.
She's I mean, she's not really
I didn't technically
grappled,
her.
but
Yeah.
we're just flavoring that.
She's paralyzed.
She's nearly
I'm
dead.
autocritic. I've chosen.
Cacophony, you're up.
Okay. I am going to cast False Life.
Okay. That is an action to do so, or bonus action?
It's an action
Okay.
at level 4.
Okay.
So-
That gives you temporary hit points.
Yes.
Nice.
So 22.
Wow. Okay. You remain prone
Temporary
on the
hit
ground,
points?
but you now have 22 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Nice.
Yes.
That
That's
is-
huge.
That is the warlock, the undying warlock.
That's cool.
Yep. Awesome. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
It is her turn again. Like water running through your hands, her
Form.
her ankle just kind of dissolves, and she falls to the ground and kind of reappears right next to
What are you, afraid of me?
Hashin.
No!
She looks at you and says, "A shame that no one truly loves this one," as she reaches down and kisses his blue lips.
Auto crit! Auto crit! Auto crits, all of them! That gives me 5 extra attacks!
You know this. It's in my character sheet. Oh boy.
Let's roll my dice.
As she goes
What if it
down,
was a crit? How funny is that?
as she reaches down and kisses Hashin,
Sorry,
you watch.
Hashin, we
Disgusting.
tried.
You watch as the swirling ice around this form disappears into the ice, and there is a crone-like figure hunched over Hashin, kissing
Ew!
him
Oh, Shane.
as
He kisses some weird
I know!
people.
He's got a lot of strange engagement, like just a sign.
as you watch as
Yeah.
this icy storm-like wind and ice and sleet reemerges and just goes through the portal.
What?
But there's still the prone
The
figure.
crone figure remains hunched and then kind of falls back, eyes blinking. It is now Ray's turn.
Yeah. Ray's, as she's like flying over it, she's gonna almost use the height as she like, bam, like dive bombs the
Okay.
prone figure.
All right,
Who's
you.
prone, so she gets advantage.
Yeah, she's like hunched over, and she kind of, as she leans back, her eyes are blinking. She looks at you, her eyes go wide. No, no!
Oh, I
As-
attack.
Go ahead and make your attack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
29.
29 hits.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to have a doll. I'm gonna be like, Hashin, where did they touch you?
13 damage.
13 damage as your hammer impacts with her hand and her shoulder, shattering her hand. Ah! As she kind of is thrust back onto her rear end by the force of your blow, you make your second attack.
26.
26 hits.
Roll it. 2.
You don't have Sentinel, right? As a fighter?
No, she does not.
That would have been nice.
That's a great feat. I hate that feat.
I have Sentinel.
Do
15
you?
damage.
15?
Yes.
You pierce through with the spear. She as she begins to choke on her blood as you pierce into her abdomen. She kind of falls back, is spitting up blood. You are effectively out of combat as she just falls to the ice, the pool of blood beginning to collect beneath her. She is expiring.
She's expiring.
Yes. What do you do?
Ray, restrain her. I'm going to bring her back so we can interrogate.
Not kill?
Not yet. Looks very serious, very unusual.
Ray will lower herself to the ground and put her foot on her throat. And that's how she will restrain her.
Okay, you are standing on her throat. Her body gives no resist. Her body is limp. Like, she's bleeding out and dying. So,
Better get down there.
Celine, you fly over.
I will cast. Well, technically, I guess spare the dying can't work yet. Even though she's dying, she's not technically.
You know, I mean, if we would remain in turnover, I would be rolling death saves. So spare the dying
Yeah.
would stabilize her.
Okay.
So
Like to the point of consciousness, or.
I mean, we can play it that way.
Okay,
that's fine.
All right, so then Celine will alight on the ice next to her and just very like reluctantly tap her forehead, and you just see a little spark of gold energy go like a lightning through, and that's it.
Yep.
And then her
Her
gasping and choking.
her
kind of
gasping
eases.
and choking, like there's a very shallow breath that comes.
Wake up! What did you do to him? Answer!
Wasn't her left eye stays closed, her right eye kind of opens. It wasn't me, dear.
What are you talking about?
It was the ice.
Of the ice?
Twas the ice.
Was the ice.
What do you mean the ice?
It came upon me.
Like a midnight clear.
Took me.
Did you make a pact with this?
No. Overwhelming power.
I'm gonna be totally real. I can't hear you over the music.
Overwhelming power.
Okay, thanks.
Overwhelming. Imagine dying
Ray's
grasps.
making sound noises in the back.
Imagine dying grasps. I can go back to a we'll go to a dungeon. Back to the dungeon. Overwhelming power of the Fae.
Of the Fae? What did they want with him? What did they take from him?
Tried to extract something.
Better remember a little bit better before this pressure gets harder.
Ease up a little bit, just a little tad, just for a diaphragm.
Froze his heart with a kiss. Will die.
You ask questions. I'm ditching the conversation and going over to Hashim.
Okay.
Questions. How strict this girl is my mom? Why am I gonna ask questions?
You're an intern.
Cacophony, you at this point have stood
Yeah.
up and you kind of make your way over.
I'm examining Hashim.
Yep. Your bless does wear off at this point.
Yep.
Cacophony, you still do have one level of exhaustion.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't kill you right here.
Not your enemy.
Why's that?
Victim like yourselves.
What kind of being is this lady?
Can I
She
insight what she
looks
just
like
said?
an old crone.
Old hat? Like, what's a crone?
Like an old icy kind of light blue, sky blue skin, moly.
Okay.
Her hair is stark white. It looks like there was a hood that it was kind of kept in, but that's been kind of pulled back, and her jumbled hair is just kind of there, sprawled on the ice.
Victim? What do you mean? We're not victims of anyone. Who are we victims of?
Hashim is a victim, and you are his friend, no?
How do we save him? He's freezing to the touch. I can't feel any breath.
Will you spare me if I tell you?
Can I insight?
Sure.
Do I have to choose to either roll an insight roll, or can I pray?
If you're trying to see if she's telling the truth, then it would be insight.
Okay, we'll just do it that way.
If you're seeking divine intervention for knowledge on what to do, that would be more of a prayer.
Insight is gonna be a 18.
18.
Oh, technically, I mean, I guess I'm also emboldening bonded still. So,
Yep, that still works.
so 22.
Yeah. You get the sense that she is seeking to make a deal. Which,
That's helpful. Thanks.
I mean, she's sincere in her question of you. Will you spare her if she tells you?
Is
We're
she
kind of
actually a
desperate.
victim, though?
Alright, and then I'm gonna heal her with lay on hands for 10 points.
You heal her?
Mhm.
Okay, so you...
Because I don't think I can do anything for Sheen here in this instance. Well, I'm trying to make medicine checks.
Okay, so
on him.
you heal her, and the wounds, the piercings, and the crushing kind of begin to close up. She takes a deep breath. Thank you.
Please.
The possessor channeled power through me. It was the kiss of a frozen heart. Only one who loves him can thaw his heart with a kiss of their own.
Oh, okay. Oh! I will go. Should have led with that. Whoa, Cacophony Ray, what's that? Over there.
You know, I'm not an idiot.
You thought she was your mother.
Okay, I'm a little bit of an idiot, but all of a sudden we see him waking up.
Temporary
I know what's
lapse
gonna
of
happen.
judgment.
Don't look, it's awkward. Alright, and then I'm just gonna kneel over and his face is above the ice.
Think of like kind of up to his chin is
You gotta get down and kiss the ground.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la,
Yeah, pretty
my,
much.
oh my.
So
Ray starts singing.
she'll kneel over him then, and with one hand on the chest to be feeling for a heartbeat.
Yep.
Or feeling.
which is
she
still
will-
submerged in the ice.
Never mind then.
Can Ray
She's over the
use-
ice
It's
then.
over
whereas
the ice,
his
over the
chest
heart.
is-
Can Ray
Yep.
melt the ice over his chest?
You may roll an Arcana check.
Or however far I can reach, I'll try to unlock.
Yeah.
Ooh. 18.
There is as you have your hand over his heart, the ice begins to warm and melt
Oh, good.
as Ray begins to work on the ice around him. As the ice turns to water and your hand kind of goes through and touches his frozen body.
So you guys can't see this because of her wings, which are almost folded around, like blocking the view. You perverts. And with
You
one...
did find a way to hide
Yeah,
yourself.
exactly. And the spectral wings are blocking your view. And with one hand on his chest, she'll with the other almost hover over his lips, and then just lean down and kiss him and just whisper, "Just please come back, please come back, please come back." And
Does he truly love you?
in vain, or I hope not in vain, I will try to send a renewed burst of the emboldening bond forward, as if trying to call him through the bond.
So your lips meet
And my
his-
lips.
Yeah, your lips. Your leaping lips.
Kiss him with my lips.
Your lips meet his for but a moment. It's not a lingering romantic kiss. It's almost a kind of nervous, anxious, awkward, embarrassed, but meaningful, sincere kiss of concern for someone who you do love.
In what way, though? Friendship love? Romantic love?
You're not in this.
And it's the realization of the admission of this strikes you almost as much as the concern for Hasheen. You've always known that there was something between you. You've always known that his affections were apparent. But in this moment, you almost surprise yourself. And as you repeat, "Please wake up, please wake up," there is a stillness in the air that frightens you. Did it work? Do you really love him? And that's where we're going to pick up next week.
I thought he was gonna make you roll something. Roll love.
What do you do now? The episode title is Leaps. The chat just put your leaps. Damn, why? That's what I'm saying. That was so beautiful. Well narrated.
I thought he was gonna have you roll for love or something.
Yeah, for real.
What percentage of your body loves him? 98%?
Hormone check.
Oh, fun times, fun times.
Oh, and I thought I was gonna meet Ray's mom.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Mrs. Ray.
I just realized I probably could have pushed for advantage and insight because I'm paranoid.
Oh.
I didn't think about that
Yeah.
though until after. Like,
No, dude.
I'm just playing with it.
Moms bypass all checks. Moms are just always
Well, like
fight
any
moms.
creature she
moms for the win.
meets, she's paranoid about. So I probably could have been like, would she get advantage on insight? Could have probably pushed it for it.
Good, okay.
Whatever.
Oh boy.
I went with it.
Zentilius, thank you for the resub. We appreciate you. How many advantages am I down to?
Oh.
question.
Okay.
Started at what, 35?
35,
we're
yep.
burning them too.
We're burning them.
25.
25. Oh, we got through 10 more. Very good. Excellent, because the final leg of this little...
Oh no, I was hoping you were
The
going.
final leg of this underground excursion will,
Alright, canships all around.
will come next week.
Are we gonna rest?
Long,
You don't know.
rest long
You
time
don't
for
know what's
leave.
going to happen.
Yeah.
Until we're out of this cave. Oh wait, we still have to break the water.
Yeah, you need to release the gate. So, and you know that the ice, the possessor, receded through
At large.
the portal to whereabouts unknown. But next week, if all things go according to plan for Jake, he should be able to join us, as well as Steve, and we will have our I think last session before our break, before for this campaign. We'll see how it goes. But see how the battle goes. It might we've given ourselves a little wiggle room before Molly goes
We have
on
a
her.
6-month cliffhanger of a TPK. Can you imagine?
I think you've got 3 weeks. We can
Molly
get 3
goes
more
on her
weeks out of you.
maternity break. So babies are coming. That little
That's right.
girl, she's
Assume
gonna be a
you're a week
sweetheart.
late. That gives us 3 weeks, right?
Well, last day will be the 24th.
Yeah. So for Molly, regardless, we have 2 more weeks. So I was planning on, if everything works out, next week being the last session, just because I didn't want to cut it close. But if things go longer than expected, then we have some wiggle room.
Yeah.
So,
Sounds good.
all right.
That works.
So we'll pick things up here next Tuesday at the result of the gifts. We do have our giveaway for the evening. So if you would like your chance to win some dice or a gift card to DM's Guild, you can type into the chat exclamation point true love ?
They put leaps.
Yeah, we'll do leaps. Leaps, that's better. Leaps. Exclamation point leaps. I like that, Phantom. That's good, Phantom. Exclamation point leaps. Exclamation point leaps. Exclamation point leaps for your chance to win some dice. And we have a turquoise set and a white set that are up there.
Cute.
Exclamation point leaps. As you wish. Yes. Love that Princess Bride reference. Exclamation point leaps for your chance to win dice or gift card. Stick around. We will choose the winner and let you know, and then you can get us either your address if you want the dice or your email if you would like the gift card.
Inconceivable.
Inconceivable. I don't think that word means what you think that word means. We will look forward to picking things up here next Tuesday night, starting at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Well, we will continue to loot, die, and repeat. Have a great night, everyone. Cheers.